Air Force. United States Coast Guard.
Was water.
There you go, Dad. Water cannon salute. What do you think, Dad? How's it going so far?
I'm all wet.
What are your thoughts so far, Dad?
I'm impressed and depressed. This is too much.
It's a great day.
It's a wonderful day. I'm just amazed at what attention that the community has put together. It's something I'll remember the rest of my life.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And it's just beginning.
Yeah. And what a treat seeing Kristen and Zach and Samantha.
Oh, that's right.
And Caesar and Vivian.
And Zach's parents were there to see us off. And we'll see a lot more folks down in the Washington area.
Yeah.
So, in effect, it's another family gathering, and making it even a more rich experience. I am so taken by it all, and a big thank you to everybody and anybody who was involved in putting this together.
Ellen's idea. Thank you, Ellen.
And thank you. That's right.
Ellen got this whole
Ellen,
thing
if
going.
it weren't for you mentioning it, it never would have happened. And thank you so much.
And signing you up for it.
In fact, my hat's off to you.
Happy 90th birthday, Dad.
I wanted to take that hat off anyway.
All that hair.
Okay.
Do you have any recollection of your brothers during World War II that you want to talk about or that you remember?
Well, let me tell you the most recent. There was an email, I forget who sent it, sent to you.
From John?
From John, yes, John, to
The late
Sal's son, John.
Yeah.
And he showed some films that were taken at, I guess it's pronounced L-E-C, it's spelled L-E-C-C-E, Lecce, Lecce, in the air base that Sal commanded the 98th Bombardment Group in Italy towards the end of the war, where the Americans had won the southern half of Italy and started to move forward up the boot. And from that base, Sal and his group did a lot of important bombing. And enough for Sal to earn 2 distinguished flying courses, a Legion of Merit, and others, names of which I don't recall.
Right.
So our family can be very proud of Sal's performance. I wish he were here to enjoy it, but that's another story.
Okay, this is the old Lecce airfield from World War II. where the 98th Bomb Group flew their B-24 Liberators to bomb Europe, the Ploiesti oil fields primarily. You can see that today it is the Avio Superficie Fondone. It's a little aviation field. They have paragliding and so forth, parachuting. But this is the landing strip. This is where they took the planes off. I'm going to move over here. This is the view that Sal Manzo, commander of the 98th Bomb Group, took off his airplanes to go on their missions. And we see off in the distance the town of Lecce. These buildings probably were not there at the time. So this is the place. Great historical value.
I found a video that has Sal in it, commanding that base.
Oh, great.
And I sent the link out. So if you haven't seen that yet, you can see
Okay,
it.
the one, I'm sure I saw Sal emerging from an airplane and being greeted.
Yes.
And boy, that sure looked like
And-
him.
and there-
and Joe and Ed did their bit. Joe was working in the Navy Yard most of the war, and then towards the end, they transferred him to the U.S. Navy. But he was always based there in Norfolk, Virginia.
Takeoff.
And people are applauding and
Taking off.
and praying for a safe takeoff. And Ed served also in the Navy on a boat that I forget the number, APD something, and he served in the Pacific most of the time, and hitting a lot of the islands, and then getting into Japan at the end of the war. And my service was very short duration, actually. I like to tell people I was the last one in my immediate family, the last one to serve, to join, and the first one to be discharged. So happened I qualified for flight training, but they were closing up the schools because the war was going so well, and an order came through for those inducted before April 1st. They could be discharged. Well, I was inducted on March 30th, and I was discharged the following November 3rd. So my duration in the service was extremely limited.
How about Uncle Joe?
I don't know how long I don't have any specifics relative to his beginning and ending, but it was towards the end of the war. Yeah.
And
So,
he served in the, Uncle Joe served in the Navy also, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember where he went? What
But
year?
no, he was stationed
may I have your attention, please? The ceremony that you are about to witness is an Army wreath-laying ceremony to be conducted by Honor Flight Cleveland. It is requested that everyone remain silent and standing during this ceremony. All military personnel in uniform will render the hand salute, and it is appropriate for all others to place their right hand over their heart upon the command of President Arms. Thank you.
Mike, Alhanti. Mike. Don't blame me. I sat down at a bench. This big guy comes over, he sits down alongside me, and we start to talk. And I'm a very emotional guy. I'm going to be 90 years old soon. And I had to tell him, I didn't know who Frank was. We just started talking in general, and I said, this is one of the most wonderful days of my life. I have met the most wonderful people. I had dementia, so I forgot what I said to him. But I can tell you from my heart that what happened to me today, it's been such an eye-opening, wonderful thing for me. And I know I jump all over the place, but I can't get full sentences sometimes. First story I have to tell you is at the meet and greet, luncheon or get together, I was sitting at a table and somebody walked over to me. I'm the first name on the list because my name begins with A. It's Alhanti, and my name is Michael Alhanti. This man walks over to me. He says, "Excuse me, your name is a little different. Did you ever hear of Isaac Alhanti?" I said, "That's me." He says, "What do you mean? It's Michael." I said, "No, it's Isaac." However, when I went into the Marine Corps, I had a few problems, and I changed my name to Michael Alhanti. I'm a Jewish guy in the Marine Corps, but the only Jew in my outfit. Wow! Don't ask. And this guy starts to talk to me, and I said, "Who are you?" He says, "I'm Red Graithman." I said, "You're Red Graithman? You're Red Graithman?" He said, "Yeah." I couldn't get over it. I was so touched. He lived across the street from me in 1938. 1938. And we started to talk, and then bingo, I broke up. My tears were flowing. He was such a nice friend of mine, and here, after 73 years, see, now I forgot what I was telling you. Anyway, I got to meet Frank Sinatra today. Who is he? Jules Graithman, the guy who's been singing all over the place. He's my oldest friend. And Red, I can't begin to tell you how it was to see you. not a speech maker, don't blame me.
What is it?
Don't cry, Isaac. Be happy that we met after 70 some odd years, and we were kids together in the Bronx. And he's right, I lived across the street from him. And he remembers all the friends that we had at that time. He says he had dementia. He remembers every name. I forgot them all. He remembers all of them. He keeps asking me, do you remember? No, I don't. So anyhow, it was a great, it was a great thing we met. So anyhow, it was a great thing we met, and we're going to keep our friendship as long as we can, because he doesn't live too far away from me now, but you know, we're able to travel a little bit. So anyhow.
Now I've got everything you said. Anyway, Semper Get lost.
Be happy. I've never been happier. I've never been happier. Be happy.
Anyway.
There's a song like that. Be happy, don't worry.
Hey, I know it's getting late, and I'm so honored to talk to all you people. And Frank, I don't know what to tell you. I hope I never see you again.
I did that a lot. Don't worry.
When I come back, I'll tell you other stories which I'll remember and what I was telling you now. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for this day. You've just done so much for me, so much for my life. Excuse me.
Thank you. Thank you.